Tyler Mitchell, back here on another beautiful Monday morning,
evening,
Monday
all day Monday, dude.
evening
We just do this podcast forever, all day.
/ Tuesday night or Tuesday early morning in Korea. Mitchell, how are you doing? How's your week? What's going on, my guy?
Dude, I'm vibing. I'm just doing my thing, chilling out, like, living life, nothing crazy. I travel in the sense of that I go to different destinations like every weekend, just like not far, but a couple metro stops away to try and see more of the city because I hadn't done anything until I had been here for until a month ago.
Well, yeah, you've been grinding, so
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, I gotta get out. Every time it disappoints me, but whatever.
whatever.
I'll find something.
At least you're seeing something new.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
How
good,
about you,
man.
man?
Oh,
What'd you
the
look like?
Niners got absolutely waxed 41-6, so
Oh
that was
my
great.
goodness. I saw the score yesterday, and I was like, oof.
Honestly,
Boy.
here's my thing though. Like when it's like that, like the Niners dealt with so many injuries, they're playing with house money, right? And I'm not even trying to
Yeah,
make excuses, but when when your team gets their ass beat like that, it's more of like confirmation. It's like, yeah,
yeah.
we were the
Uh,
worst team, we weren't healthy, we shouldn't
like
have
it's
been
not
there,
a
and that was obvious.
when I wouldn't say it's like it's not that you don't deserve to be there. Like it's not saying that. It's just like you're obviously not the best team going
Yeah,
forward.
we were overperforming, and
Yeah.
you know what? Like, bro, I if it was a close game, I'd have been much more sad. Like, if we lost by like 3 points, I'd have been depressed. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh my
Oh, I
god,
mean, if you were like
bro.
the Bears after
Yeah,
that game,
like I'd have been like, dude, oh my god. But like, bro, when you lose 41-6, it's like, yeah, I mean, we quite literally, obviously, we're playing with house money. Like,
yeah.
there's nothing to be sad about. Like the first part of the game, I was like, oh my god, this is annoying. And then when the ass beating continued, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna turn this off and go play World of Warcraft. And that's what I did. I turned it off and played World of Warcraft. But the Lakers won last night, even with Luka not shooting the best. DeAndre Ayton continues to prove why he's like the most important piece on this team right now. Like, dude's
I
going
mean,
off.
I don't know if this stat has changed, but as of I think like last week, I think I said it. It's like if he gets, I think 25 and 12, so I think it's more than 10 rebounds. Might even be 11. They were undefeated, 11-0 or
Yeah,
something, and he's had a couple really good games in the last couple weeks, like in the last week.
bro,
Like
he's
he
been like
obviously he
legitimately
won
good this
yesterday,
year. He's
and he
14 and
had
9 average from him is
I mean, as a third option at best, like
yeah,
when
at
AR is not
best.
playing, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, dude, yeah, so the Lakers, it's officially golf season, basketball season,
Yeah, I mean, he has 17 and 18
COD
like
season,
a week
so
ago. Nobody cares about COD.
not
Well,
too
but
worried about.
you
Actually,
watch the
no,
sport. You watch the
honestly,
esport.
even then the esports been pretty dry, bro. Like they have here's my issue with COD esports is Challengers has been a ton of fun because you have like Barstool getting into it, Optics into it now. Like you have the FaZe guys. Like it's actually really fun. The like AM scene is great. There's so much drama, especially with the Barstool guys because they're hilarious. But my issue with COD, bro, is it is the fastest esport ever, bro. You're playing a best of 5 that could be done in 30 to 40 minutes. And
Yeah,
then they have them playing 2 to 3 matches a day. So you could have days like a Friday be over in an hour and a half. It's like, bro, this isn't League of Legends. This isn't Counter-Strike where one match is like hours.
yeah, it could be like 4
Yeah,
hours for
like
CS,
COD
especially.
is a tournament game. It's an arcade shooter. It's made to be played mass amounts. Like
Yeah,
that's why dads play it because in an hour you could get multiple games in.
yeah, you
Like
get like 5 games in an hour.
yeah,
Basically.
like the esport needs to be the same way, bro. This whole 2-3 match day is stupid. You need like, bro, it's you got to go 8 to 10 matches a day. Like it's just boring. And actually, COD's been losing my interest, bro. Like Optic played yesterday. I didn't even watch.
Dude, I feel bad because like I don't care who owns them. Like Microsoft owns them now, and I was like, yo, sick. I'll get it through Game Pass and stuff. But also, COD has been trending down for years
Yeah.
for me. Like like I barely play it, and so the first year that they fully own it and like can make their money's worth, I have seen basically nothing about it ever since launch. Like nobody
I'll
seems to give a
say,
fuck.
okay, I'll say this too, and this is how you know COD's trending downward. This is the best COD they have released in years. Like this genuinely,
But it's
gameplay
pretty
wise,
good, too.
yeah, gameplay wise, this is by far the best Call of Duty they have had in years. that it's really fun. It has the perfect hint of nostalgia and new gen. Like they brought back some fun old guns. They have a lot of cool new ones. Like this is like if you're a Call of Duty fan, you should like this game. The issue is I think everyone's just burnt out on COD, bro. Like
I think that's so many things because I feel like that trend exists across so many things where things are like the best that they've been,
yeah.
and people just don't care anymore.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, bro, you can only burn your audience so many
yeah,
times. Like COD has been bad and bad and bad. Like people, you can make the argument, well, MW 2019 was the best selling COD of all time, but it wasn't because of COD. It was because of
yeah,
Warzone. And so it's like when people say that, like, and use the numbers to probably like,
yeah,
but you're using the wrong ones. Like if it didn't have a Warzone, or
yeah.
if Warzone was a separate entity, I guarantee you the COD multiplayer numbers would be like absolutely in the dirt.
Well, and the thing
Um,
is, like, if you take Star Wars, what just happened, like Kathleen Kennedy got like
yeah, I
left
saw
this
that.
last week,
Hmm.
and everyone's like happy that she's gone, and yet I don't think they're winning anybody over, even though they're getting Filoni, who, if this had happened 3 years ago, the entire audience would have been like, "Yes, Star Wars is saved."
Yeah, I haven't
After
even
like
cared
Book
about
of
it, bro.
Same after like Book of Boba, after like and Filoni's part of the problem. Like he's nostalgia baited to the max the last couple years, and I
Yeah,
just think that nobody cares about Star Wars anymore. And I know that it's like you could say, well, like we're getting older, our generation is moving on, but we have been like kind of pushed out of these things, like these interests, where they're like, no, this isn't for you anymore. This is for somebody else, as opposed to being like, we just want to make great stuff that everybody can enjoy.
yeah.
They're like, and
And
again,
here
it's just
and
Star
here's
Wars
my
is
thing
another
with that.
example of nobody cares.
Here's my thing with the Star Wars stuff where they say stuff like that, like, well, this isn't even meant for you. It's like, but what do you mean? Why? Because I could watch the prequels right now and still enjoy them like heavily. Like I still think they're
Even
great.
the original trilogy, like
Even
I
the
say, even
originals,
the
yeah.
originals, but like the originals are really good. We grew up with the prequels. They hit for us in the way that like I could OG Star Wars fans refuse to acknowledge like the major flaws with those movies. And like the same things where they say like that Anakin's a whiner, it's like, dude, so is Luke. He
Yeah.
literally sits
He's a
and
crybaby.
pouts
Yeah.
because he can't fucking lift the X-wing on his like watch that scene. He walks away and he's like and like full on, and it's the most wild thing to see, like this, like he's like supposed to be 18, 19 in the movie, and
Yeah.
it's like or it's not even in the first movie, it's the second movie, and but it's
Yeah.
like and that's one of the what people consider to be like the one of the best movies of all time, like the best Star Wars ever. And it's just like you guys look past that and ignore that. We like the prequels. I like the prequels because of the political stuff, honestly. Like as much as people don't like it, I think it expanded the world massively.
Yeah.
But then like the sequels just destroy everything.
Yeah.
And like I can't get into them. I fucking played the Lego Star Wars game when it came out, the Skywalker saga.
Hmm.
I played it all the way up to episode 6 and then never touched it again. I
Yeah.
rewatched Star Wars like a year and a half ago. I watched it up to the sequel trilogy. I watched The Force Awakens, which I don't think is a good film. Like it's just nostalgia baiting. And if you watch everything in order, I think it's very obvious to see that like this is literally the original trilogy but remade.
Yeah.
And then I like The Last Jedi. I know that's a hot take. People don't love it, but like I love it. But like The Rise of Skywalker, I will never watch that movie again. Like
That
that
movie
movie
was
just crushed my
absolutely
soul.
awful. That
Like
movie was horrible.
it just crushed my soul because it's like this is you have just ruined Star Wars.
Yeah.
And you know, and I know for you too. Like I've been a massive Star Wars fan my whole life.
Yeah.
Like massive. That was my childhood. I have like the gold um VHS tapes at my mom's house, and I'd watch that shit every single night. And it just gets out and it's like, dude, this is so bad. Like how do you go from me being like a mega fan to I don't even care? Like Mando, the movie Mando comes out in like 2 or 3 months. Could not give a
Yeah.
fuck. Haven't watched Skeleton Crew, which I've heard is really good. Haven't watched it. Haven't watched the second season of Andor because again, or
I just
what,
don't
I don't know if
care
it was
about the
Andor, but one of
universe
them came out
anymore.
last year. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't care about any
I
of
didn't
it.
I didn't
Like
even finish Mandalorian. I like and it was good. Like Mandalorian was
yeah,
good. Like
I mean, the season 3 sucks, and
like
it's not even Mandalorian anymore.
and here's the thing, like another thing I had an issue with Star Wars was like the choreography sucked. Like I get in the 80s when the originals
Yeah,
came out, the choreography was like, man, these are like heavy lightsabers and like
yeah.
minimal movement. But then
And if
that's
you
what I
think in lore, like in universe lore, like there's Luke was never trained to be like
yeah.
a fighter. But anyway,
Yeah,
continue.
and so it's like, but you could still appreciate it, right? Like it's the
Yeah, yeah,
80s. You're not expecting these high level choreographic
yeah.
CGI scenes, right? And then the prequels came out, and that's the ones I fell in love with, just because I thought the
So,
choreography was phenomenal. You had General Grievous's choreography, Darth Maul's choreography, you had Anakin and Obi-Wan's choreography. Like it was all amazing. And then I
yeah, and
swear on my life, in the sequels, they went back to the 80s choreography, where it was like,
not
yeah, we
even. It
can't
was
hold.
worse than that.
Yeah, it was like
Like
we can't hold lightsabers, and it's
the
like,
only good fight was the Ryan Johnson directed in The Last Jedi in the throne room. There was not a
yeah,
single good lightsaber on lightsaber duel in that entire saga. There
bro.
was not
Even
one good one.
even when they brought back what was it? What was the show called? Anakin, who's the
Oh,
chick he was
Kenobi?
training? No, the
No,
chick he was training one. What was her name?
that he was training?
Yeah, it was the chick with tentacles in her head. I'm blanking on her
Oh,
name.
the like wait, I don't the with tentacles on her head? Like
It,
there's a Clone
it
Wars
was
TV
Rashida, not
show.
Rashida Jones. I think Rashida Jones
Oh,
played her.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, yes. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
even it wasn't Rashida Jones, it was someone else. But um
Ramar Sutton Dawson.
Yeah,
Rosario
Rosario
Dawson.
Dawson. Yes, that's who I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. That choreography is horrible.
Yeah.
Like that
And
choreography
what's
is
crazy
bad.
is she like again in universe lore, they like she grew up during the Clone Wars, which has it makes sense that they have the best choreography. Like there's the height of the Jedi, they are training, they're able to do it. But Ahsoka was like a dual wielding lightsaber, honestly a badass if you watch that show. And she was like all flips and acrobatics and stuff. And then like obviously it's real life and she's also like 50.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
But
say. Like, I get it, you used a 50-year-old, but bro, use a stunt double. Like,
yeah, like she still has the Force. Let's be real.
like,
Like
and it's like
the
that's
Force
what I
will allow you
loved
to do
about the
crazy shit.
prequels was the like again, I'm never gonna poop on the 80s ones for choreography
Yeah,
because they're limited in technology. But like that's what
yeah,
the prequels did so well is like the force was so badass. Like they were doing acrobatics, they were jumping all around, they were using the force to throw shit at each other. The lightsaber fights were awesome. And it was like the sequels, it was like none of that existed again. It was like they were pirates with swords. Like
yeah.
it
Like
was so weird. It was so bad.
I just it literally ruined Star Wars for me in the sense of
Yeah.
like
Me too.
they won in episode 6, but then the Empire and the bad guys come back bigger and stronger. The good guys are once again rebels who, even though they're supposed to be like the new Republic and like should have resources, have fucking nothing. And then it ends up with like Palpatine coming back, and like even in canons, like Palpatine came back in a similar way, but it wasn't earned.
Yeah.
Literally, the line somehow Palpatine returned, but
Yeah.
like with no explanation. He just is, and it's just like you could not have fucked that up. And again, the biggest mind blowing thing to me is that this happened like this was 2014, I think, like 2013, 2014 when The Force Awakens came out. This was peak Marvel, both owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Marvel had just done the Avengers. They are on fire. They have built an entire cinematic universe that is like connected. And you're telling me across the way you can't get 3 consecutive movies with a coherent story? Like,
Yeah, and that's
like
the thing.
you have the formula. How are you fucking it up?
And that was the other thing is the last thing I watched from Star Wars universe, obviously, that I loved was Kenobi. And it's like because they still had a coherent story. They
Yeah,
actually made something coherent that was amazing and cinematic. And they didn't even because at first I was like, maybe I'm just a lightsaber. Like they barely fought in Kenobi. And I
yeah.
still
There's
was
like a
like
couple.
obsessed with the whole thing. And I was like, dude, this is how I know that it's not me. It's this Star Wars universe just low key sucks. Like, and they've made good shows for sure,
Yeah,
but it's like again, it's the same as COD thing. You've just burned your audience over and over and over. Like,
exactly.
I don't care about the shows anymore, bro. I don't understand how we don't have a Knights of the Old Republic.
Dude,
Like,
it's always like
if
again.
you made that instead
The
of the
problem
sequels,
is
I would have watched it. Like,
100%, and I'll say the problem is, and this crushes me to say this, is that I don't know if an Old Republic like saga would even get me interested at this point. Like
Oh, not anymore. I
I'm
know they'll
that
make it
turned
though.
off.
I guarantee
Like
you they'll make it at this point.
like because also they like in terms of books and in like lore of expanding the universe, rather than going to the Old Republic, they invented like the High Republic, which is like
Hmm.
a couple hundred years before the Clone Wars. Like it's in between. It's like 800 years, I think. And it's like, okay, so what? Like, there's nothing interesting about that time period because you are in a lull of a 2,000 plus year period where the Jedi do not know the Sith exist,
Yeah.
and which inherently means you cannot have
Oh god,
light
that
versus
acolyte
dark.
show. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but like you cannot have a light versus dark badass lightsaber duels, and it's like you just took that away by creating this universe. Whereas if you would just put this 200 years after the Skywalker saga, like removed from it, you could be like, oh, you could have done the exact same thing. Be like 200 years after Anakin and them beat the Empire, the New Republic is formed, and everything's kind of gravy right now. Like that would have been interesting because you could have taken it literally anywhere. We wouldn't know, but
Yeah.
knowing how it ends, like not to be like too completely unwoke, but there was a thing that's like, dude, Disney has built up all of this woman power and this like diversity power in all these stories, but fundamentally what it all leads to is that by the stories we know on TV becomes completely solved by a bunch of, or like it's a bunch of white men having to fight because the Old Republic is like super diverse, or the New Republic is super diverse, fails, becomes the Clone Wars that we know. They have to fix it, and then same with again, like all these things, they're just like they're unintentionally making it so that like diversity is causing the downfall of all these issues in the Star Wars universe.
That's actually hilarious.
And I'm like, hey, you did it, not me. You did it, not me.
Yeah, dude, that's my whole thing is like, bro, even the like animated Clone Wars, like you could just remake that into live action and that would be lit. You could have
Dude,
made Knights of the Old Republic, that would be lit. It's like they're like, no, we're just gonna keep riding this Skywalker thing until the lights
and
go
there's
out.
and it's not even a Skywalker anymore. I don't care what anybody says. Rey's not a Skywalker, so why are we dealing with this time
Like,
period at all?
yeah,
Skywalkers are dead. Palpatine won. That is that
oh,
simple.
and I don't think they realize it. And like to your point, right? Marvel, like now they are obviously because their stories of like they did the same thing Star Wars did and just ran their stories into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they never in the early movies hit and used nostalgia as like a piece. They're like, no, we're just gonna make badass movies in this universe, and they're gonna be good, and that's just what we're gonna do. It was like
Yeah.
it's crazy, like you said, that across the way they couldn't realize it. Oh, we don't need Mark Hamill and an 80-year-old Harrison Ford to drive the story. We have Adam Driver that could actually make a badass villain in Knights of the Old Republic
Dude,
or
and people say
Clone Wars. Like,
that like you could have, again, people say they want to blame Ryan Johnson and be like he butchered this. Dude, he set it up in such a way with because they're like they just introduced Snoke just to kill him immediately. You're telling me that with how unhinged Kylo Ren was, with like out of control pure emotion, if he was the supreme leader of the like the First Order, that wouldn't have been the most amazing thing because you have no idea what that dude would have done.
yeah. No,
Like
I don't blame the director because the movies cinematically were fine. Like,
I mean, I blame J.J. Abrams. I don't blame Ryan because I think he was the one that actually tried to push it forward. Again, I know the Last
yeah,
Jedi people hate it, but he tried to push it forward, whereas J.J. was like, let's just make it
yeah.
what it was.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I can't really blame Ryan for it. Yeah, J.J. Abrams. I don't know. The whole nostalgia trip just kind of ruined it all. Like
Yeah,
they like you said, they literally just copied the prequels, sequels, whatever. They were because they were like the whole like, oh my god, you're my son, you're Han Solo's son. Like to Kylo Ren is like, oh, that's gonna get him over. It's like, bro, we've seen this story, the I'm your father shit before every time. We don't need to see it again. Like, bro, Star Wars has such depth. Like, it is probably the most depth you can find in like a modern day franchise. And they just I don't know how you can not have like source material to pull from where you're feeling
Well,
like.
and that's the thing they do. They have like there's a ridiculous
But
amount of
that's what I'm
material to
saying is
pull
like,
from.
how do you not have it to the point where you're like, yeah, we just need to remake a Skywalker saga? It's like, what do you mean? You have so much untouched
Mhm.
potential here.
You have 50 years of material to pull from, and you're telling me that's what you pulled. Like, and I
Yeah.
think again, that's why. And people say like, oh well, people are gonna love the sequels the same way they do the prequels, like, and give it time. And I'm like, but they won't, because if you watch it, if you watch from episode 1 to 9, it takes a like the sequel trilogy makes it so that every single thing that happens in episode 1 through 6, none of it matters.
And Rise
The
of the Skywalker is Rebel 1 levels of bad. Like that movie is terrible.
it's yeah, it's so it has no place anywhere. That said, I hopefully you watched this movie. Did you watch The Rip?
Okay, so I started it. We've been really
Oh,
slow on finishing it. But so I did get myself up to date on the dramas in the movie because I did see Matthew Damon basically talk about the
Matthew
issue
Damon, full name, full
with
government name.
with the with the Netflix movies. I did
Yeah.
see the whole issue of them, which because I think I got to like act 2 where they repeated the plot again. What do you think about that, by the way? Before we get into the actual movie, what
I
do you
mean,
think about that rule? Because I actually low key agree with Netflix.
I in terms of Netflix, it makes sense. Like if you're not putting it in theaters,
Yeah,
it's like people are not paying attention to it on the same level that they do. And let's be real, like people want to be like, this is fucking stupid. I don't think most people, even like even if you are intentionally watching it, notice that that's what they're doing, except for maybe the fact that it's been called out and they heard about that call out before.
yeah,
Because it's like they're not like, again, people are watching the movie and you're like, but they're telling me what's going on and I know what's going on. They're like, that happens all the time and shit. I like, not to, because this does kind of diminish what I'm saying right now, but like it's so funny if you go back to like old Saturday morning cartoons,
hmm,
and like if you watch something like Yu-Gi-Oh, like, and I'm using this because it's like the most blatant example of this. You will see in a 22-minute episode, every time they go to commercial, they basically replay the hand, that the cards that they just did right
yeah,
after the commercial, and but they do it differently. Like it's not just like they have new animations, they
yeah,
have new dialogue, but it's the same thing, and it's like, so for me, it's kind of like I get that undermines it in a sense, but it's also like this has been going on our entire life because that's
yeah,
25 years ago. And so it's not something that I necessarily retain as I'm watching when they're like, "Oh, they're saying it again." I'm like, I don't know. People say it all the time. Like this is not new to Netflix. Like this is literally like
yeah.
this is TV. You know?
My thing is, no matter how bad, yeah, you could say Netflix tries to make it. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are you're gonna struggle to have those two make a bad movie, bro. Like
a hundred
they're
percent.
just the
Especially
goats.
together. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
they're
they're
so
just
good together.
incredible. Um, like I'll even one up and say it's hard to find like a bad Ben Affleck movie. I know people hate on Daredevil. I still like it. Like it's
I love
stupid,
Daredevil. The worst
but
Ben Affleck movie, and this has nothing to do with him, is like the DC universe.
yeah, and even then, like I actually think like because obviously everyone rewatched the Snyder cut.
I
Rewatching, I'm
didn't.
like, wait,
I thought that shit was so dumb the first time. I couldn't be bothered.
like I rewatched obviously because of that, and I was like, damn, Ben
Yeah.
Affleck actually was low key a good Batman. Like he actually got costed, legit. So like this movie, from what I've seen, again, I've only gotten through I think Act 2,
Hmm.
but it's good. Like it's actually good. It's a good Netflix movie. Is it something that in theaters I would go crazy over? Probably not, but it's still fun. It's still good. You know, I don't
They were
think
in another movie recently, apparently on Apple TV.
uh
The Instigators
I don't know.
came out like last year, or I guess
I
2 years
feel like
ago
they're
now.
just
Really,
collecting generational wealth at this point. They're like, all right, let's just take a bunch of deals like Netflix and Apple TV and
I mean, they're making dude. So another one I watched that was I was disappointed originally that it went straight. It was supposed to be in theaters and then it went to streaming and it went to Apple TV. Was Wolves, which is um the Brad Pitt and George Clooney movie where they're
Oh yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I
tweeners.
didn't see that one. I wanted to see it. Was it good?
Uh, I was disappointed in it. Like it made sense to me as to why it was on. It went straight to stream. I still think it would have made money, but again, like it's that same duo. Like Brad, like I love the Brad Pitt and George Clooney duo
Yeah.
because of the Ocean's movies. Like that's what sold it for me.
If they could make a new Ocean's movie, I swear to God, I'd watch it.
I think they are. I think they're making Ocean's. What is it, 13 or 14?
I know they're trying to forget Ocean's 8 or whatever that was with
Yeah,
Rihanna and co. That shit was ass. That was horrible.
yeah. They're making an Ocean's 14,
Which
which I'm
honestly,
all
I'm
over.
so on board for because I like those movies, bro. Because it's like people will get too caught up. Like, sure, I guess they had a storyline. Sure, they
Yeah.
had some sort of a storyline, but I don't care if like movies like that don't really follow a singular storyline and they're just, yeah, we're just releasing another one because they're just good. Like, they're
Well, and
just
it's
good
like
movies.
it's just a heist movie. I don't care
Yeah,
about like their backstories. I don't care about all the other shit going on. Like a good heist. It's why I like The Rip. Like it is kind of a psychological thriller in the sense that there's a lot of moving parts in it, and you're
I love
like
heist movies.
shit, like who did it, or like who done it's in
Bro,
general like
even Tower Heist, the movie with Ben Stiller,
that. Yeah,
I thought that movie was great. Like, I love heist movies. Like, heist movies done well,
dude.
where it's
The
like, I don't know how they're gonna get it. I don't know what is gonna happen. As long as it's a semi mystery, like, I'm
Yeah,
cool. Like the Now You See Me movies, I think those are phenomenal. Like,
dude. The one of my favorite. This is like grizzled cop heist movie. Like I think it's the most badass movie of the last like 20 years in a lot of ways.
what?
Is Den of
Yeah, I
Thieves.
was gonna say, are you gonna say? Well, the second you said
Dude,
grizzled, I was like, oh, Den of Thieves.
because it's like he's called Big Nick, and it's like, dude, all those dudes are just fucking big, but like they're
Yeah,
just massive dudes, and you're like, these are not cops, these are killers. They know it. They don't give a shit. The
they're
bad
great
guys,
movies, bro.
the bad guys are 100. Like they're cop killers too when they need to be. Like they don't want to, but they'll straight up dome a cop. They don't
I don't
care.
get how we don't have heist movie metas. Like, bro, heist movies are the best. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Town. That movie is
I need to get into that because
godlike,
I tried watching it recently and I was like half watching it and not fully into it, but like that heat,
bro.
dude,
Oh yeah, you got to
Inside
rewatch
Man,
The Town. The Town is, oh my god, unbelievable. Ben Affleck, holy
yeah,
hell,
but
movie's
like
godlike.
Inside Man, I loved it, like the Spike Lee one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I mean there's so many, like, dude. Oh, I was having this conversation the other day, but
That's the
like
thing. See, heist movies never get
Sicario.
old. They're the same things over and over and over, but they don't ever get old.
Yeah, like and again, like grizzled cop movies, like where the the good guy line is blurred
Yeah,
because again, like Sicario 1 and 2, so good.
yeah.
Like
Law-abiding
just
citizen, besides the worst ending
oh,
in movie history,
I love that
godlike.
movie though. Yeah,
I love
like
that movie, but that ending was absolutely atrocious. I will never get over one of the best tacticians in the world who is literally overthrowing governments gets beat by by a lawyer that couldn't win an open shut murder case. Like,
yeah,
brother, like that you could tell Fox, I think Fox even said in an interview they were just scared what would happen if they allowed Gerard Butler to win. Like, they didn't want to influence like real life humans. It's like, bro, there's going to be psychos anyways. You should have just had
oh
Gerard Butler win because he should have won.
fuck. There was another movie that's not a heist movie, but is kind of a thriller like that that I saw recently.
Yeah, that movie's definitely. I mean, it's a heist, but a heist to lives.
Um, it's a Russell Crowe movie. It's where like Road Rage or something.
Oh
Like
yes, yes, I saw that
with
movie. I wanted to watch it because I saw clips
it's a
on
couple
TikTok.
old, but
What's it
like
called?
it
Isn't
might
it?
be Unhinged. Yeah,
Uh,
Unhinged.
is it called Unhinged? That movie was
Yeah,
really good. The
that
ending
movie is
also.
fucking wild because
Okay,
it's like if
I
you're
will say that movie started losing me when he was like, spoiler, but who cares? You should have
yeah
seen it by now. It's on every streaming service ever. Bro, when he murdered the dude in the diner and nobody
yeah
stopped
yeah
him and no cops came, I was like, all right, you're losing me here. Like, come on. Like, I get
you're going a little
ridiculousness.
too far because again the other made sense. Like Road Rage getting
Yeah,
that crazy for not like again we
that's the
growing up in
hardest
like
part
LA
is
like
like, and that's, I think, why I like heist movies. Like, because you can blur the realism line, but at
yeah
some points, like if you're doing something super ultra realistic like that, like it's Road Rage, bro, we all do it. It's like, yes, totally get it. And it's like he just snaps finally and just loses it. It's like, okay, you have me, you have me, you have me. And it's like, oh, he's just gonna brutally bash some dude's brains in a
Yeah, he's
diner,
just gonna
and
open
yeah,
murder right among
and
on
then
his
no
face.
one's gonna stop him. There's
Yeah.
50 people in this diner, not one person's gonna stop him. They're gonna call the police. Yo, this dude is quite literally bashing guys' brains in. Cops are like, we'll be there in the amount of time it takes us to get to a domestic dispute. Like, and then they can't find him, and he's driving the same car pretty much the entirety of the movie. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, you're losing me. That was my only issues with the movie because it was actually a good movie. And Russell Crowe's a badass. I love this new Russell Crowe that he's doing. I think it's dope.
I think he like again my like some of my favorite actors throughout my life have been Russell Crowe and Gerard Butler, and I would love to see like they're probably not that different
I
in
will
age,
say, I
but
feel like Russell Crowe, now that I think about it, Russell Crowe low-key has been getting costed by bad movie ideas, right? Like, so
mm,
that movie was great, and then they like started throwing you off with like super ultra unrealistic things. And then another one, Thor Love and Thunder, like he was
with
great,
yeah with
but it was like that movie was absolutely horrible. And so it's like he's getting costed and he's actually so good in all of them though. Like it's not a him problem.
yeah no he is another level of talent, like he really is. He is unbelievable of an actor, like an unbelievable actor, and
He's
I
doing a
like
lot of those exorcism movies though. I haven't seen those. Have you seen those like The Pope's
dude,
Exorcist
I
and The
will never watch
Exorcism?
that shit. That shit freaks me the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that shit so much.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel so bad for him because like you said, like he is incredible. And then you know
I
what
mean,
movie I
shit, he was in
haven't seen?
Craven too. Like he was
Craven was actually okay. I
one of the
watched
dads or
Craven because
something.
you told me to watch it, and like just think of it as like it just Craven. Like just think
Yeah,
of it as its own movie. Okay, that movie is actually good. Like I'm sorry, I
it's
don't know.
entertaining.
Yeah, like
It's not bad.
what do people expect, bro? Like they're like, well, it's not realistic. Bro, he is a dude that can crawl on walls. How can they
Yeah,
make that look realistic? He's literally like I was watching it trying to think like and I caught myself too like when he was running on buildings and stuff. And I was like,
yeah,
"Oh, dude, that looks bad. Like that's so unreal." I was like, "Wait, of course it's unrealistic. He's a dude that's an animal. Of course."
yeah.
Like
But like he is a like he is superhuman. You
yeah,
know.
like Aaron Taylor Johnson and Russell Crowe in that
He
movie were phenomenal. Genuinely think if you didn't have them in the movie, I would have been completely disinterested.
oh 100%. And honestly, Aaron Taylor Johnson's been pretty good. Not gonna
Bro,
lie.
he has been phenomenal. I want to see another Craven. Like actually, like I feel bad that he won't get one because I think he's phenomenal. I think he's getting caught in the Ryan Reynolds X-Men Deadpool
Yeah.
where it's like
Well, and he was pretty good in 28 Years Later. He was solid in Nosferatu.
he
Like
was
he was
great in Bullet
amazing.
Train.
That's literally the one I was about to say. He was so good in that.
Bullet Train was low key because that was a streaming movie, right?
No, it might have been made for
Or it was a
streaming, but
limited release that was pretty
yeah,
much immediately on streaming. That movie was phenomenal. That movie was
I
really good.
love that. That movie was so again. That's just Brad Pitt being Brad Pitt. Like I
Dude,
love that. I love Brad Pitt who is willing to take fun roles. Like
Brad
not
Pitt
everything is
is low
serious.
key, like he was always a good actor, but he's like low key elite now. I'm not gonna lie, like, but what
His diversity is pretty crazy
like
recently.
bro, he was great in Kingsman. He's been great in the Knives Out stuff. He
I mean,
was
he was phenomenal in fucking F1. I don't care what
yeah,
anybody
he was
says. He
phenomenal in
was
F1. He was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
yeah, he was
Um
awesome in that. I don't even like Tarantino, but he was great in that movie.
like bro, he in Bullet Train, like all these movies, like he's kind of low key
Dude, in the
killing it.
trainer, I think it's this one. It was the one with um no, not that one. What was he was
There
in
was one called The Counselor he was in that he was
oh
good in.
the Lost City, which is with Channing Tatum
Oh, and
and
Sandra
then
Bullock.
yeah, and then he was just like the hot fucking super impressive dude. Was so good. Like he plays that like douchebag, but not an actual douche role. Like the guy you want to hate, but end up loving. He plays that role so well.
Bro, he's been honestly phenomenal. Like I can't lie. Like he's been on a generational run of movies the last decade. Like it's kind of nuts.
Oh yeah.
And I loved him in F1. People didn't like him in F1.
No, I think they did, but I think
Okay.
that's one of his potentially like best performance.
I am
I
so
I think he was
bro,
amazing in that.
F1 is how you know the movie theaters like are just killing movies cuz that movie has no reason to not be way more hyped than it is. That movie
I
was
think
phenomenal.
I think it made like a lot of. I think it made big bucks. Like it was. Oh no, it made pretty shit movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Or
saying
no,
like
it didn't. It didn't do bad. I was seeing the 200 mil. It made
oh,
631 mil. So
okay,
like
good.
it should have been $1 billion movie, honestly. Like,
Yeah, that movie was great,
but
dude.
like I watched it in regular, and then I watched it in IMAX because I was like, I need to see this in IMAX. Dude, the sound alone is just unbelievable.
I just
Like you have to see that in IMAX. Like you need the surround sound of like the F1 in your ears, just going. You know?
yeah, dude, like I say the last decade, even if we include, let's include the last 11 years. He was also in The Big Short in 2015, which he was great in.
Mm-hmm.
He had
I mean, Moneyball around that
yeah,
time.
2011. Yeah, dude, like Fury, bro. Okay, Brad Pitt might be like top 5. No bullshit.
No, I mean he's been a phenomenal actor. Like I think you're not realizing how high he's been rated forever. But like he's he's has an incredible run of movies that, like I said, is very diverse. Like
Yeah,
it's not like he's playing the same characters. Like I mean, fuck. Think of like he
Meet
did
Joe Black was
two World War
insane.
II movies between Inglorious Bastards and Fury, and think of how different he is in those roles and how how well he played each of those.
Yeah, bro. He's the goat. I don't know. He's better than Leonardo DiCaprio. We're saying it here.
I don't know about that. Leo's kind of absurd, but
I will
Leo
say
also
I
does less, and I'm
loved
not
like how we just said about Brad Pitt, we love the like making fun of stupid movies, having fun with themselves. I think
yeah.
Brad Pitt, I think Leonardo DiCaprio did an amazing job of that in One Battle After Another. Like that
Oh,
was
it just being like
an
a
idiot.
weird dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like dude, he did such cuz usually his roles are like really ultra serious, like especially
Hmm.
lately when he's been, just on his beast run, but like Wolf of Wall Street and One Battle After Another like I love cuz it's like him having fun acting.
Yeah, and you could tell he's just on another level. Like when he gets into it, like I mean, dude, he's an
He's
incredible talent. Like I loved him in Aviate, dude. If you've seen it, like his old movies are so good. There's like I don't want to say they're underrated, but like the movies that you hear him get talked about for, but like Catch Me If You Can, he's so
so
good.
godlike. That movie is one of my
Um,
favorites of all time, and it still
Aviator,
goes.
so good. Romeo and Juliet, honestly stupid, but like he's really good in it. And then I've not seen like all of it, but the parts that I've seen with him in the Basketball Diaries is unbelievable. Um,
Even Don't Look Up was pretty good for a streaming movie.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, I haven't seen One Battle After Another. I was thinking that's what you were talking about when you said. I
no,
was
One
thinking
Battle
One Battle
After
After Another
Another,
was Don't
bro.
Look Up. But yeah,
No, you
it's
haven't
the one
seen
with
it?
Benicio del Toro. No, because I haven't gone to the movie since I came here,
I think it's on
and
streaming right now.
it might be.
It's
But it's
on,
on
yeah, it's
Netflix.
on Prime and HBO.
Is it really?
Yes, bro, it's
All right,
godlike.
that'll be on the list this week.
It is godlike. It's so good because he's basically like the plot is basically he's just this guy that's I think it's finding his daughter, but
Yeah,
he's just horrible. Like he's just like doesn't know what he's doing and he's just bad at everything and everything's always going wrong for him and it's hilarious.
yeah.
Like
But
it's so good.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's
I am
there's a
kind of
couple
worried.
movies I want to watch.
There's not really any actors like that coming up where it's like, dude, they're just gonna be continue being godlike, like a Brad
I
Pitt.
don't know, like Timothy Chalamet
Besides
is
him, yes, I think
yeah.
he's on another level. I think Timothy Chalamet, like he's one of my favorites. But other than
He's
him,
become one of my favorites purely because of his like off-screen stuff the
but I
last couple
will
of years.
say the whole Marty Supreme thing is kind of cringing me out. Like he's
Oh,
acting
I've
like
loved it. I think
he's
it's
like
so
he
cool.
just went through an Olympic training method with.
He should, because
Dude,
he's supposed.
it's so
That's who the
cringe.
Marty Supreme character is. Marty's a fucking
I
wild dude
haven't
apparently.
seen A Complete Unknown, but I'm sure it's good. The Dune
Hmm.
movies, I think
It
he's
is. You should
phenomenal.
watch it. You should watch it.
Beautiful Boy was one of my favorite movies of all time.
I haven't seen a bunch of his old stuff, so I need to get on it. But like those, like honestly, he surprised me in Wonka. Like
Wonka was awesome.
I did
Jackson
not
loves
think I
it
was
too.
gonna like it. I did not think I was gonna care for it.
Same.
He was fucking
He
phenomenal.
was amazing. I legitimately, I wish they'd make a second because
They
I
have
love it.
like yeah.
Damn,
Dude,
he's
I'd go
30.
all
I
the
thought
way
he was
through.
25.
I'd go all the way through. They need to go and see to the Looking Glass, the second book, which is a wild book, by the way. Like
Mm.
it's the sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's the sequel, and it's a fucking wild book. But I'd be like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Give me Timothy Chalamet in space with candy and shit.
Like The King was really good with him. Beautiful Boy.
That's the one
Um,
with Steve Carell, right?
yeah, if you have children, don't watch that movie. Me and Caprice were literally crying for half of it. Like they were
Yeah.
so good. That movie was
Steve
legitimately
Carell
phenomenal. He was
has
phenomenal in it too.
he has turned around the last like 10 years, I guess maybe 15,
Well, now he's
you could
hot,
say.
so you know.
But like, well, I mean, like he was only known for comedy, basically, like with The Office and like
Yeah,
shortly after. But and like even Crazy Stupid Love, so good.
so
And
good.
then the things he has done since, like his like serious stuff, like he's an actually unbelievable actor.
He is. I will say though, I hate when actors feel the need like I don't want to just be a comedy actor. I love it. Like Space
Dude, I
Force
wish,
was
yeah.
hilarious. Like I think it's awesome. I don't think you need to move away from being like even Jim Carrey like when he started going towards the serious stuff and then now he's back to like comedy acting like
Yeah, doing
I
fucking
love
Sonic
it,
and shit.
bro. Bro, Sonic, those are Jackson's favorite. Those are some of my
I'm
favorite.
surprised because I didn't think I'd care for those. I've actually enjoyed them, and I've like
They're
never
great.
really cared for Sonic.
Yeah, me
But
neither.
he's a big part of it. Jim Carrey is a huge part of that. But
I
also the
didn't
other
even
guy,
think he would be. I didn't think he would be like a. I didn't think he would be a good Doctor Eggman,
neither
or
did I.
Eggman, and he was phenomenal. Like, bro,
Ben Schwartz surprised me. I mean, that whole cast did, honestly.
like, everyone just needs to do what Will Ferrell does, bro. Like, oh, you're just a comedy actor, okay? So,
Yeah,
yeah, and I make damn good ones, and they're all hilarious. You're right, I am. Like,
I loved You're Cordially Invited. Um, like it was him and whoever it was on Amazon.
I
Um,
haven't seen it.
but I enjoyed that one. Um, who is it? Yeah, him and Reese Witherspoon.
Oh yes,
Mm.
yes, yes. Actually, with Will Ferrell, yes, I did watch
Yeah,
it. It was pretty funny. I
that one was
felt
pretty.
bad.
Like, it's not amazing, but like it's
You know what was
funny.
the
He plays the
worst,
role.
the most fumbling comedy cast of I've seen in a long time that was absolutely horrendous because they wanted to go so hard politically was Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy's
Oh
Netflix
yeah,
comedy. The like
that was
Guess
not
Who,
great.
the Guess Who remake. That was terrible. Terrible. I was like, bro, you cannot have Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy and be this awful.
You want to know before we can go back to them in a second, but you want to know one of the funniest movies ever, just conceptually?
What?
Um, the Will Ferrell Casa de Mi Padre.
I've not seen that.
Oh, it is entirely in Spanish.
What?
The entire movie's in Spanish. Um, and it's just it parodies telenovelas and westerns, but it's starring Will Ferrell. Again, Spanish the entire time.
Wow, that movie is got reamed on Rotten Tomato.
Yeah, I mean it's not like I said, it's not like a great movie. It is
Is
just
it like a Nacho Libre type? Like you have to go in there thinking it's going to be stupid and you'll enjoy
yeah,
it?
but it's
Okay.
like conceptually, again, just Will Ferrell
Wait,
in a
Nick
super
Offerman's in it?
yeah. It is one of the funniest, like, again, conceptually one of the funniest movies ever. Because you're like, why the fuck would Will Ferrell be
Bro, I
doing
also
this?
love Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart movies. Like Get Hard was fucking
Oh my,
hilarious.
Kevin Hart. People like hate on him because he's popular, but dude, he plays his role. He knows his role, like you said, of like sticking in your lane. He is so good in the. Oh my god, what it like? I mean, in all like the voice acting movies, he does all the animated movies, but The Secret Life of Pets.
Oh
He's
yeah, I
so
love
good
it.
in that. He's
Yeah.
so funny.
He's really funny in that. Yeah, dude. Like, and I actually like his like comedy like drama movies. Like The Upside is amazing that he does. Like I thought he was really good in that, like talking about comedy actors going to like serious roles. I thought he was
Mhm.
phenomenal in The Upside. And then he did one about his daughter, like him losing his wife during childbirth. I'm blanking on what it's called. Fatherhood. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
That one was really good from him. Um, and then yeah, I mean he's just hilarious. I think the ride along movies are hilarious. Jumanji's hilarious. Like I love
I
him
mean,
with The
he
Rock, and
plays
I
his
love him with
role.
Will
Uh,
Ferrell so much.
yeah. I mean, like, in him with like badass dudes, because again, like him with like Ice Cube is just so good for the same reason, you know, because it's Ice Cube's just like the most serious person and
Yeah.
wants to fight and fuck you up, and Kevin Hart's just tiny little dude.
What's up, Rage MC? We got someone from the stream that's typing to us, Mitchell. So say what up to Rage.
What up, guy?
Yeah, dude. Wow, we've gone on with movies for 45 minutes. I did not expect us to be flowing on movies for 45 minutes.
I mean, that's what we do though. That's why we're free flow. We talk about
Dude,
literally whatever.
I love movies though. And Mitchell, guys, I always call it so every time I see a movie that I am 50-50 on, I told Mitchell he needs to make this like a TikTok. I always ask him for the Rossman review, at least before, because now Mitchell's, he's slacking a bit because he's not at the movies as often.
I mean, yeah. So to put in perspective, to give a little background, last year I missed two months, like in 2024, because I was abroad for 2 months in Singapore, and I ended up seeing over 60 movies in.
Oh, no. Bro, the
Yeah,
government was trying to shut you down. Rotten
yeah.
Tomatoes is trying to take you out right now.
Uh, 2024, I missed 2 months. Still saw over 60 movies in theaters. This year, or 2025, I left in August, and I saw over 50 movies in theaters last year.
Yeah,
But
Mitchell
like,
sees
I would have
everything,
seen like
bro.
100.
Like any movie that you're like thinking of, like he's seen the ones you don't even care for, like the
But
Winnie the Pooh murder movies.
dude, I
And
love those. They're so
yeah,
fucking good. The first one's awful. The first one is truly fucking awful, but you have to watch it to watch the second one, because the second one is so good in comparison that you were like, this is the perfect movie.
so like I always go to Mitchell, like if there's a movie I'm like, I don't know if it's that good. I'll always like movies like Craven that are like popular but
Yeah.
not. I'll always message Mitchell, I need the Rossman review. Hit me with it.
Like, because you're asking me for this, like I don't do it just in general, but it's like my reviews are kind of like, they're not crazy in depth. It is just like, is the average person going to enjoy this movie, and if they, and how do they enjoy it, in the sense of like, all right, it's a fun movie, turn off your brain, you'll enjoy it,
Yep.
versus like, no, you can be like, no, this is
But
actually a
that's
good
what I
movie.
like
Like,
about the
my
Rossman
favorite,
reviews.
because it's real, in my opinion. Like, I love like either dumb movies or shit you can just turn your brain off and enjoy. Like give me the blockbusters. I like, for me, that's what movies are about. Like
Yep.
blockbusters, having a good time. If I want to watch the best fucking movie ever, like, honest to God, the fact, it kind of surprises me that this doesn't happen. I know Oscars have to be in theaters, but like, nobody sees most Oscar movies. Like, if you
Yeah.
look at like the names of Oscar movies and then you look at their box office, if you take best film every year, I don't think they hardly ever collectively make over like $50 million or $100 million. Like, people don't see these, and so it's like, those are the movies, in my opinion, that need to just go to your living. Those are
Yeah.
streaming movies, because they're movies that don't need a big fucking screen, and you can be like, this is a really good fucking movie.
Yeah.
But then the movies that should be in theaters are like events and stuff that, like,
Like
can you just see
Fast
this
and the
on the big
Furious
screen?
movies,
Yeah,
bro. Like
exactly.
everyone hates on them, but it's like, bro, if you guys just like, I don't know how people haven't done this. More of these movies have been ridiculous Avengers style movies than street racing at this
Yeah.
point. So I don't understand how we're like, these are street racing movies. They are quite literally not. They are
They have
way.
had three of them.
Yeah.
Had three of those, and one of them was a spinoff at the time.
Yeah, like, yeah, they tied it in just cause Tokyo Drift wasn't even really a Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, dude, they like
And
if
I think
you
it was
just
in 4 that they fucking took a vault out of Brazil and were driving it along the street. That was
like
in 4.
like
And then people want to act like that was real.
bro, at the end of the day, if you like, I know they said they're gonna go back to street racing in these movies, which I think if you throw it in, cool. Like,
Yeah.
but bro, Fast and Furious movies, if you are still like, bro, but the story, what story? Like, there isn't one. There hasn't been one ever.
Show me the most wild shit with a car that you can do. Like I have said, because again, you got to stick with me, stick with what you're saying, in the sense that like if you turn off your brain, these are the greatest movies ever, and that we had said, oh, they're gonna go to space, and they're like, no, that's fucking ridiculous. That's stupid. What are they gonna do next? Time travel? No, they don't have to. What they need to do next, and this is possible because by the way, two of these things are possible that I could offer, but the next one is the one that needs to happen. You know what studio does Fast and the Furious, Tyler?
What is
What's the,
Fox?
no, Universal.
Oh
You know
yes,
what else Universal owns?
a lot.
Jurassic motherfucking Park.
Oh my god, if they did
I
Jurassic Park, okay. At that point, I'd be like,
I
all right, we're
need
getting a little
Vin
nuts.
Diesel riding a fucking T-Rex.
Okay, at that point, I'd be like, all right, I'm with you guys. These are
No, you
insane.
wouldn't. You would see it and he'd be like, "This is for my family." And he jumps off a cliff in his car, jumps out of his car, spread eagle, climbs on the back of a T-Rex, and is just running through. Tell me that wouldn't be the greatest cinematic experience of your life. It sounds
I'm
crazy
actually
until
no.
you're like,
So
that
here's
sounds
the thing.
fire.
You're asking the wrong person. I'm not a Jurassic guy. I don't care for the Jurassic
But
universe. I'm
it's
not a
not
big
about
dinosaur guy.
Jurassic. It's about taking it to an unbelievable level. And again, it would piss all the like pure Fast and the Furious fans off, and for that reason alone. But like,
You know what I really
imagine
just think they do?
somebody
Just put him in
pulls
the.
up in a car, and then Dom is just next to him, and he's like just riding a fucking T-Rex.
Here's what I think they need to do. Honestly, throw him in Marvel. Give Dom the Captain America serum, and let's just get them where they
He
really
doesn't need
are.
it. He is a superhero at this point. You see him break out of that fucking cast.
Actually,
That was the Rock.
that was the
broke out of
Rock.
cast. But like, he fucking like lifted a building too.
I mean, he jumped across a freeway, caught a woman midair, landed on a car, and nothing happened. He didn't break a single bone. He didn't even get a bruise. He was just like, "Yeah, I'm good."
He's fucking him. It's like again, you could just be like Dom in the Fast and the Furious family versus the Avengers. And
I'd take.
I'd
It's like
watch
Batman
that
with.
shit
It's
so
like
good.
Batman with preparations. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way he'd win, but he's gonna win anyways.
Yeah, dude, he has plot armor. He
He'll
has
be like,
family.
Thor may have a lot, but Loki's dead. His dad's dead. He doesn't have family.
Exactly. And then at the end, you just see that like the big muscles them like grip each other. You know, like they're like he's
Bro,
them
Dom would
brothers
pick
with
up.
Thor.
He would fucking grab.
He'd have Mjolnir in his hands instantly because you know he's pure.
And he'd look up
You know
and
he's
say,
worthy.
family, and start beating ass with it. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious, dude.
He'd be like, "I am Groot."
Those
He'd be like-
families
he'd be
are
like, "We are Groot."
or those movies are actually so funny. I'm very curious how they're gonna do this street racing thing. I thought Jason Momoa. Okay, I will say I think Jason Momoa is pretty bad. I don't like his character in like
He's a
any of his
weird
movies.
dude. He's a weird dude. Like he doesn't lean into just being this big, attractive, massive dude that
Like,
can sell movies.
he keeps being
always
this
is,
like
a weirdo
I don't want to be like
or kind of a loser. Like if you've seen
anti-
the Minecraft movie, he's
that's
kind
my
of a
thing is
loser.
like why is he always like dressed as a woman with like painted nails? I don't
Well,
understand it.
It's like he's making fun of how like masculine he's supposed to be, like how masculine he looks by like either feminizing himself or just being weird. And it's like you have star power written all over you. Like
Yeah, bro,
what
like
are we doing?
like he's a badass. Like Chief of War like it's just like he has like in whatchamacallit in Game of Thrones, he's like a badass. In Aquaman, he could have been a badass. Like I don't know
Yeah, but then he
why.
does like what was the other movie he just did? It was like a Slumberland on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Like,
Like,
or that movie or that show, I think it's a show, C, where it's like
yeah,
that blind thing. Like, bro, he's a badass, and then he does these movies where he's like painting his nails and wearing pink, and like I don't really get it. I'm really excited for him as Lobo though. That's gonna be badass.
I mean, he's wanted it the same way that like
Ryan
Henry
Reynolds has wanted.
Cavill,
Oh yeah.
that has wanted like fucking like Warhammer shit and stuff like that. Like where he just actors that want shit is so good.
Well, he basically begged for Lobo. Like he said
Yeah.
for Aquaman, he auditioned to be Lobo. And then they
Yeah.
were like, well, we want you to be Aquaman because we're not making Lobo. And he said he basically only took that movie because they said if they ever made Lobo, he would be considered or something.
Yeah.
Which in my opinion, I think that could be badass. I mean, James Gunn's probably gonna make it some comedy Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think that needs to be a kind of dark movie because he's like a badass. Like Lobo's a badass.
Yeah,
And, like,
James Gunn's on fraud watch. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie. Like Superman was good. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't matter because the whole time I was watching, I was like, oh, like he's just Star-Lord. Like,
Well, and I will say I enjoyed Superman more than I thought I would. But
yes, I did.
Supergirl looks like Guardians of the Galaxy. You were right when you said that. Like,
Yes, it
after
does. Yeah, even
I was like,
Superman it was just like I liked it because it's like a different take on Superman. So like
yeah,
I could enjoy it a little bit more. But it's like, bro, okay, now I've watched Guardians. Now I've watched Peacemaker, which is also the same shit. Now I've watched Superman. Now Supergirl is just gonna get way worse and more harsh critics, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's because she's a woman. No, it's because this is the 4th iteration of Guardians of the Galaxy I'm about to see, and
well,
I'm
and
getting
like
over it.
the people she's fighting in that movie genuinely look like the Ravagers.
Yeah. Like,
Like
yeah.
they look exactly like the crew that Peter Quill in Guardians that Star Lord runs with.
And I get it. Like Lobo's gonna be in it. I hope Lobo gets his own movie. But I'm really hoping we kind of like James Gunn starts the movie. I know he won't for Supergirl,
Yeah.
but in the movies, like because he's supposed to do the whole DC universe, right?
Yeah, he's like the head, whatever.
I'm really hoping we just like move away from at some point. Like if he does like what's he gonna do for Batman? Like, haha, gotcha, evil guy. Robin.
I mean, they could
slap
his
his ass.
Adam West. They could do an Adam West Batman.
Like
he might be doing that.
Come
Like,
slap
if
his ass,
anybody were
Robin.
to, it would
Like,
be him.
oh my god, this guy just farted on me, and I'm Batman. It's like, bro, like, all right, come on, like, let's move forward. Like, come on, like, do something different, because he's on Doc Rivers' watch for me, bro. He's starting to just get carried by the same team over and over and over, and we're getting over it. But I am excited to see him as Lobo because I think Lobo's so badass.
Lobo's the one in Injustice 1. I loved Lobo. I thought it just because I thought
he's
was
such a
big
cool
fucking
character. Yeah.
Like
He's
I don't
such
even
a
know much
badass
about him,
character.
but just like he is objectively cool. You know?
Yeah, he is. I love the cigar.
Yeah.
I love it all. Even though James Gunn's probably gonna make some weird, lame dick joke about it in the movie, and I'm gonna be like, all right, this is lame. But hopefully he doesn't. And hopefully he lets Lobo be Lobo. But all right. Since we're at an hour pretty much on just movies, let's get to some sports before we come out because I know people want to hear our sports takes. Every week we come with a little update. We're not going to talk about the Niner game. We already touched on it. It was an ass whooping. Don't care. We're not talking football anymore.
I went 1-1 in terms of what I said. The Bears lost, even though dude, we were 100% with that. Like, I only chose them because they sucked last year. But you had said, awful team, amazing comeback, has one of the greatest plays by Caleb Williams in the last decade. Like,
that was a great.
He threw it 26 yards behind the line of scrimmage, which is like the longest since I think like 2006 or some shit.
Yeah,
like the longest.
It was great
behind the scrimmage. They end up losing, and then the Patriots won, which I'm not a Patriots fan. Kind of disappointed in that sense, but they won after suffering.
So let's touch on the Caleb Williams thing.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is very fun. I have watched him since literally high school. Literally because he was going to Oklahoma. I loved Oklahoma at the time. Caleb Williams is a lot like LaMelo Ball. He is very good at the hardest shit possible. And I'm not saying attitude. I think Caleb Williams has a much better mentality than LaMelo. But it's the play style. The hardest shit in the world to possibly do on a basketball court or on a football field, they can make that shit look easy. It is like
LaMelo cooked Andre Ayton a couple nights ago.
Yeah, dude. Like
crossed him and then took 4 steps back to the 3-point
line. The hardest thing in the world. It's easy for them. It is second nature for these guys. Like that throw. Yeah. But then you watch the remainder of the game. And it's like, hit an open receiver. Can't. That's an interception. He threw 3 picks. And a lot of people are blaming DJ Moore because he ran a lazy route in the overtime pick. Whatever. He had 2 ugly picks. Yeah. And his completion percentage is in the 50s. Like, he is very bad at the easy stuff. He is very bad at just like, I can rely on the system. He also can't put touch on his throws. He throws it 150 miles an hour every time he lets go of the football. And it's a problem. If he could just get better at the easy shit, which is so crazy. Like, bro, if he was even half accurate, like he doesn't have to be the most accurate guy in the world, just semi-accurate and just semi-good at taking what the defense gives him, the Bears would steamroll teams. And I'm rooting for the Bears. I love the Bears. I think they're an awesome franchise, awesome fan base. Had a family friend that was a Bears fan that passed, so I always root for them. And I love their coach. And Caleb Williams is fun as fuck to watch. Like, people think I don't like him. I'm just criticizing him because I know how good he can be. Like, he has the talent to be.
The next level is not some gigantic leap. It's literally like,
bro, you just
a couple steps.
do your 2+2s, and then you could do your physics while doing those. Like, literally. It's insane. He's an Oppenheimer level rocket scientist that can't do basic arithmetic. It's insane. And the Patriots, bro, these guys have had, this is the easiest Super Bowl run I have ever seen in my entire life. They had by far the easiest schedule. Their strength of schedule was so much easier. The win percentage of the teams they played was a 0.38 during season. Then they went in and they got the easiest draw they could have gotten with Justin Herbert and the Chargers, who have no offensive line. They were easily, in my opinion, one of the worst teams in the playoffs besides the Steelers. And then they played the Texans with CJ Stroud, who was absolutely horrendous.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
Like,
that dude
had
had
4 interceptions after having like fucking 3 turnovers the previous week, or 4 turnovers the previous week.
He had 4 picks and a fumble this game, absolutely handing them the game. And then they get to play the Broncos next week, who lost their quarterback on the second to last play of the game for the season because he broke his ankle. Like, dog. And then they're going to go to the Super Bowl. And God knows what's going to happen to the team that plays them there. And like,
they're just like, the team should just show up. Whoever, if they make the Super Bowl, whoever shows up should just, like, everybody, like, you know how teams will like dress in black and be like, oh, it's a funeral? They should just all dress in bubble wrap.
Bro, literally,
just be like you have a priest get up, you dress in bubble wrap. Just be like, we're just going and gonna do all this. And
listen, I love the Pats because Drake May, he came out same class as Caleb Williams. I said the whole time Drake May was the best quarterback of his class. I have luckily been proven right. Like all of my quarterback takes, Drake May is a god. This guy is like you'd love him. He's legit like a Luka equivalent, just not European. He just does everything right. He does everything right. He doesn't have a lot around him. He can elevate them. Like, he's just so fucking good. Like, he's the opposite of Caleb Williams, except actually, no, he's not, because Drake May is just as talented. Drake May, like, his team's been built the opposite way. They've focused on defense and given him basically fuck all. Whereas on the Bears, they have built an offense that anyone could succeed in around him. But that's not to take away from Caleb Williams. He's also ridiculously talented. But Drake May, dude, he's just phenomenal. And I don't want to take away from him, but genuinely, I've never seen a Super Bowl run this easy in my life. Like, true, the Niners would be winning games, and they would be going to the Super Bowl with this run, and they just got their ass whooped 41-6. Like, but
dude, I'm looking at this CJ Stroud shit right now.
Bro, he is terrible. I've said he was terrible since he got drafted.
His QB rating, he has not had above an 80 since at least middle of December.
Bro, he's terrible.
He's had 5+ turnovers in the last 2 games. Like, he had 8 turnovers in the entire regular season, and then he had.
So let me tell you a little backstory on CJ. So during the draft, there was this test called the SI test. I don't know if they do it in basketball. I don't think they do. Basically, this test is a processing test. It's to determine.
Is it like the IQ test that QBs take? Is that?
Yeah, so it's an IQ. So they do take an IQ test, but this is a brand new test called the SI test. It's a processing information test. It's purely just testing how well a person can process information and the speed at which they can. CJ Stroud got the worst score they have ever gotten on the SI test. He was basically brain dead at processing information. Now, fans of CJ Stroud said this test doesn't mean shit, plenty of people with low scores went on to be good. And then they showed the people that had low scores, and none of them went on to be good. Um, and I said when he was at Ohio State quarterbacks are most of the time bad because their systems are easy and their receivers are great. And I said the same thing with CJ. He's not going to be great. And then he had a dude. Bro, we keep losing you.
I know. It's all good. I'm back.
And so CJ did horrible. Never have done as bad, blah, blah. Then CJ had a good. People make it up to like this. He had one of the best rookie seasons ever. He really did. He played good, like had a good to great, I guess, rookie season. But if you actually watch it, his issues were processing, right? So it was every time he was under pressure or under duress and blitzed heavily, the dude like legitimately looked awful. But because a lot of the time he wasn't, because when you're playing rookies, you're trying to figure out what they're good at and what they're bad at. So they don't really know that yet.
Yeah.
Whatever. So then he he had his whole great rookie year. Everyone propped him up to being great. And I was the hater that said, no, dude, he's still bad. And then everyone was memeing on the SI test. Oh, this test doesn't mean shit, right? But what I said was he played a playoff game that rookie year, and he looked absolutely awful in it because he was under duress the whole time. I was like, watch, teams are going to realize it. Then came his sophomore slump, and he looked awful last year in sophomore year. Awful. And, excuses up the ass, like, is this person's fault, injuries, this, that, blah, blah. And I was like, no, it's not. Watch, he's just bad. And then this year came, and he has still been awful. And these playoffs happened, and he's still been awful. And the only thing they changed was his offensive line got a bit worse. So what does that mean? He's under duress. He has to process information faster. Yeah. And he can't. He is stupid when it comes to processing information. And so, like, everyone memed on that SI test, and now the SI creators are like, yeah, see? We weren't lying. This dude doesn't know what he's doing. And so that's the background of CJ Stroud, is people propped him up to be the next great superstar, and your boy never faltered.
Well, I mean, shit. Well, some people are just not built for it. They don't, which is crazy because like the NFL, like quarterback position has always been like these dudes are wildly smart.
Yeah. CJ Stroud is wildly not. And so now, okay, we got to get to basketball. We have to at least touch on it before we go because, people come to us. GMs watch us. Palinka watches us. He messaged me the other week. He was like, guys.
I get calls all the time from players and coaches, and they're like, bro, why aren't you talking about us? Or
Doc Rivers' agent messaged me. He's like, guys, please stop. You're tanking his value around the league. And I said, he's doing a good enough job of that himself.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it, man. The Lakers, we are still struggling. We got our ass whooped by the Blazers, ass whooped by the Hornets, ass whooped by the Kings, ass whooped by the Spurs.
It's the fact that they give up ridiculous threes, like a ridiculous amount, and they don't have the shooters to match in. Like the amount of times where I see like Jake LaRavia is so hit or miss. He is really great, or he isn't. Like kind of same with Rui. The only consistent players we really have are LeBron and Luka in terms of like they're gonna score points. But like Luka again, like I love Luka, but he will sometimes shoot like 4 of 17, and then other times he's like 14 of 20.
Yeah.
And then like LeBron is not as consistent as he has been, but he's still like he's been phenomenal like the calendar year, the last like month and a half.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying though.
But like it's just you never know where you're getting production out of, and more often than not, you're not getting production out of anybody outside of those top two guys. And like DeAndre Ayton's obviously like he's been playing well.
I think he's been so good.
But like when it comes to scoring beyond these like top 3 or 4 guys, like it's nothing. And they're just JJ's struggling. He's like, who the fuck do I put out there? Nobody can make a shot. Because
speaking on that, I actually, so me and you are big JJ Redick fans. We actually like the hire. Do you think this is a JJ issue or we do not like this guy, a Palinka issue?
Dude, I think it's a roster issue that just is not close to being solved, and I don't know how you solve it because like I'm sorry, you can hate LeBron, you can hate Luca, you can whatever, but you can like they're like they don't get guys like in rhythm because they don't shoot it enough. I'm like, okay, I understand that maybe these guys aren't getting 8 to 12 shots a game when they play with them, but the shots that those two players create are better than any shot that any other NBA player in the league is getting for their team.
Mhm.
So I don't care if Jake LaRavia gets fucking 4 shots a game. Those 4 shots are better than the shots that everybody else that
But
like other
also,
stars get their players, and they need to fucking hit them
and
at a
this is
decent
what I'm
rate.
saying, like, who are people comparing it to? Like, when they say that, like, the Thunder don't do that.
Yeah,
Shea and Chet take the heavy majority of shots. Like, and then every couple games you have a couple other players that get in on it.
like
Like,
they get hot and they shoot a little bit more.
yeah, like, but like, I don't get why people are saying that. Well, it's impossible. Okay, well then, with that logic, it's impossible for any team to ever get in rhythm because every team with two
A
stars,
star, yeah, like
like,
a star
do
and a
the
half.
same thing, bro. There's only so many shots you can take. And I
And they're gonna
agree.
go to your best players.
I
Like,
saw this tweet and I really wanted your take on it because I actually really, really agree with it. I'm trying to find it real quick before I
yeah, like right
butcher
now
it.
the Celtics have 4 players shooting over 10 shots a game, but if Tatum was back, that wouldn't be the case. Same with the Thunder. Um, but again, like one of them's at 11 and hasn't played as many games. And then the Lakers have 3, but they have DeAndre at like just under 10, Rui at 9. Like, yes, their best players are shooting, but like their guys are still shooting like 8 times a game, which is
Yeah.
literally what your fourth, fifth, and sixth options shoot. Like those guys are getting the same amount of shots as everybody else. Like if you are the fourth best player on a team, you are getting like 9, 10 shots a game.
Yeah.
If you're the fifth, sixth best player, you're getting anywhere from 6 to 8 shots. So like to say that they're taking out a rhythm, it's like your best player gets 20 plus shots. If you have two great players, they're not getting 25. Instead, they're getting 20.
Yeah.
And then your third best player is getting 15, like 15.
And so here's the tweet I wanted to. Oh yeah, happy MLK Day, by the way. I can't believe we didn't even start the show with that. So here's the tweet. The Lakers should consider moving everyone on the roster except Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Marcus Smart. Now I took that another level,
Mm-hmm.
and I said Luka and Reeves are the only players you build around. LeBron James needs to go. What is your thought? Because in my opinion, here's my thing. And this isn't a hate LeBron. I have actually
Yeah.
grown to appreciate LeBron since he's been a Laker. And I think a lot of problems that are blamed on LeBron are not LeBron's fault. I think my reasoning for moving on LeBron is the value he can bring you from a trading aspect and a moving him aspect. Not value as like, oh, we let go of LeBron finally. It's more of some teams that are trying to win today this year will probably give you a couple things or at least some good picks that you can then use to maneuver other trades, or you can use them in a big 3-team trade to build someone around Luka. I think what the Lakers need to do, and I don't even think it would be that hard if you moved a lot of players except for Luka and Reeves, would be you need to hit a quick reset. You need to
Yeah, you need
start
to do
getting
a
them.
quick one.
Yes, like a quick one. That's why I'm saying LeBron needs to go because he's the only way you get. If you keep LeBron, Reeves, and Luka, you're not going to get a reset. Well, what am I going to give you for DeAndre Ayton, bro?
I mean, the thing is, I don't think that LeBron's market is all that high. Like, I don't think you're getting a ton back for him at this point in his career, just because he's old.
Yeah,
I think he plays another year. He looks like he could play 2 or 3 more. In all honesty, but I don't think another team is going to be so. Another way to frame this, um, Trey Young got traded, and they didn't even get a first round pick. Luca got traded, got 1 first round pick. I saw a tweet saying that Ja Morant might be getting traded, and it was
I saw that.
for like a second round pick and some guy averaging like 12 points a game.
I can't blame them for
And
that. Dude's an idiot.
but it's like I don't. I thought it was insane when Rudy Gobert and Paul George got traded for a combined fucking 11 first round
Yeah,
picks. It makes no sense to me. But this makes just as little sense now. And I have no idea what the fucking trade market looks
yeah.
like.
It
If
is hard to gauge
if
for sure.
those are what these guys are getting for, I'm like, well, what does 41-year-old LeBron get? Like
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
get that.
Like if we were looking at pure talent level, not worried about like extra, like I'm saying extracurriculars, but like just again like age and stuff like that. Like if we were just looking at talent, I think you get a lot back for LeBron and like what he can bring a team to right now. It's just that teams are looking long term, but I have no idea. Like it, I truly could not tell you where I think any of the trade market is. I
Yeah.
could see LeBron somehow. I could see Giannis going for fucking a sixth best player and two firsts, and then maybe like it doesn't make sense to me, but nothing does at this
Yeah.
point.
It's one of those things where I think the Lakers just kind of, not the Lakers. We need to get rid of Rob fucking Palinka. This dude
Oh,
is
100%.
terrible. He is
And
terrible.
it pains me to know because so I think I said this recently. Like the Lakers, if the Lakers had not been sold, Luca's career would be absolutely fucked right now. Like
Yeah.
because they would not go all in. Like let's say LeBron retires this year or next year, that like they would not go all in. Even like Luca would waste his 20s with the Lakers if
Yeah.
they had not been sold. But they got sold to the guy that owns the Dodgers, has put in place to make fucking moves. This dude is clearly willing to spend.
Yeah.
Moving on from LeBron, like I don't think it's as easy as they trade him or whatever. Like I have no idea how easy or hard that it will be. But
Well, they're definitely letting
but
him
like
go after this year. That's why I'm saying
yeah,
trade him because
like
there's no
if
way they're re-signing him.
if LeBron, like let's just say let's just say he leaves in free agency, so like we have a clean slate going into
Yeah.
next year for him. That owner, if that sale goes through and he owns them at the beginning of summer, like at the end of the season, they are going to go all out on
Hmm.
building the best possible team around Luca. And I think the Lakers we see next year with that kind of management is going to be so incredibly different
Well, it's gonna be
compared to
like
what like if what we've seen Palinka do the last couple of years with Braun, if Braun was gone and he had Luca, he would do the exact same fucking
yeah.
thing because the Bus family is poor. Like when it comes to ownership standards and
Yeah.
money and how much you need to be willing to spend, they are poor because
Yeah.
they get their money from the Lakers.
But
And
their
the
new
Lakers get a lot of money, but they have to the collective bargaining is like you have to share a lot of this money. Whereas like this guy is like
this new
multi-time
owner is like
billionaire.
Jerry. He's gonna be like
Yeah,
Jerry Buss was, where he's
yeah,
like, I'm just gonna build a team and they're gonna be insane and I'm gonna
yeah,
pay up the ass. And yeah, you can hit me with luxury tax. I don't give a fuck.
exactly. Like he's just going to spend, and it's like I wish they had had this owner 4 years ago when LeBron was still fucking LeBron, because I'm confident they would have won at least one more in that time with a competent
Let me
front
see.
office.
See.
And so Luca is getting lucky that somebody else is buying this fucking team. And on it wouldn't even surprise me if like because we've said that the deal to get Luca to LA is rigged. I could also 100% say see Adam Silver being like Bus family, you have done nothing with fucking LeBron here. Sell your fucking team because if you guys do nothing with Luca, you are going to cripple this entire fucking league.
So here's the interesting part, right? I'm looking at free agents.
Yeah.
So you have player options. Obviously LeBron, but he's not coming back. I don't think there's a single chance he has it coming back. You have player options with Zach LaVine, Trey Young, James Harden, Fred Van Fleet, KCP, and then Austin Reeves. I'm pretty sure
It's not like a crazy strong free agency.
I'm pretty
Honestly.
sure it's pretty confident Austin Reeves is going to come back. I'm sure they're going to sign him. I don't think they're letting him
They'll
go.
do whatever.
But
Oh, at
like,
worst, they trade him like sign and trade for something.
bro, I actually think
pretty
there
good.
are some solid things you can get in this class, though. You have Anthony Simmons. It's an unrestricted free agent. I think he's super underrated.
He'd be huge, but I would choose either him or Austin Reeves. Like I would choose Austin Reeves, but
Yeah.
like it's they do kind of a lot of the same things.
Nurkic is an unrestricted free agent. I think he could help. I think John Collins could help. He's an unrestricted free agent this offseason. Like, sure, are they like? Is it a bunch of heavy hitters like superstars like Matisse Thybulle? He's an unrestricted free agent. Like, these guys aren't superstars by any stretch of the imagination. But do they give you a lot more depth? Do they give you a lot more than we have now? Yes.
Yeah, and they need guys that can fill roles properly. Like they need some guys that can score. They need some guys that can
Isaiah
shoot.
Thomas is still a free agent. You can always go grab him.
Dude, honestly, that might put him over the top.
Bro, Andre Drummond's an unrestricted free agent. He'd be a good depth piece. Like, you have pieces where, with an owner willing to spend, you could
Yeah.
have legit depth. So it's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, everyone's like, well, what's gonna happen around the trade deadline? Bro, it's Rob Pelinka, man.
Yeah, like nothing unless
Like, I get people are gonna like me and you said that like the Luka trade is honestly gonna be disastrous for the Lakers because they're gonna think Rob Pelinka is like a god now that he maneuvered something unmaneuverable. But so he's gonna do like nothing again, and then everyone's like, well, I mean, like I see people forget the Lakers were third in the NBA when Reeves was there. It's like, it was the start of the season. Quite literally, no one was hitting their stride. Now
like
teams are hitting their
20 games
stride.
in, yeah.
Yeah, like, bro, the Spurs were not half as good as they were at the start of the year, and now they look like one of the best teams in the NBA. Like,
They're nuts. I mean,
I can promise you, like,
weeks,
and I like Reeves, man. I think he's good. I think he's legit. He's not making this team better than the Spurs coming back. Like,
see what the Lakers need to do is they need to sign Alex Antetokounmpo. They need to somehow sign and trade for Thanasis.
mm-hmm.
And
I like where
be
you're going here.
Be like, Giannis,
We're
what's
holding
up?"
your family hostage.
And if you don't come to us, you know where they're playing? The G League. And you know what they're not getting in the G League? Playing time.
Jonas, we are going to blackmail your entire family unless you come here. And guess what? We're paying a minimum. We'll pay them $1 million a year if you come.
We're going to pay them the minimum that they'll take to sign, but they'll never see an NBA contract after this.
The funniest part is going to see Bronny get cut immediately this summer with LeBron, and then me be like, yeah, saw that one coming.
He'll get a contract as long as.
But honestly, I'll say this: like, if the kid knows how to shoot a three, which I don't know if he does, because that's the one thing I told him to work on in the offseason, and he's not listening. He could find an instant spot on this team.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll find a spot. He's still young. He's like just turned 21. But I'm confident
21.
he'll find his way onto a roster spot at some point in the next year or so. And honestly, it could be that like LeBron and him not being attached could be the best thing for Bronny's career. Like, I have no idea, but I do know Bronny works. Like, that's what they all say. But I want to touch on another team that we've kind of been giving shit to, but they've been rolling. As much as I don't want to fucking give them credit, the Clippers have turned it around. Ty Lue said they had to go something like 25-8 or something to end the season, or 25-12, and I think they're like 18-8 or something since he said that. Like,
and the season's not even close to over.
They were horrendous. Yeah.
Oh wait, you are not kidding. These guys have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They've won 12 of their last 14. God.
Yeah,
damn.
and he said that they have to win, they have to finish their season with like some ridiculous record that made like no sense.
What do you think has changed?
They've just been like, what's his name? Kawhi has turned in, like, he's been a good scorer when he's needed to, but like he's become like a phenomenal scorer this year. James Harden has been balling. Who knows?
He shot 2 for 15 from 3 yesterday, and they won. So I don't know.
Maybe it really was the fact that they needed Norman Powell back. Like, that's what they said. We didn't believe him.
No, I figured it out. I know what it is.
They got rid of Chris Paul.
No, they're giving heavy minutes to Kobe. If you've got a Kobe in LA, you're gonna win games. So that's it. I figured it out. You're good. Like
they've been on a fucking tear.
Shout out Colin Cowherd, Luka, LeBron. We're good. We've got Kobe Sanders now. God, could you think of a commentator's thing that aged worse than that? That might be the worst thing I've ever seen.
My favorite commentator clip of all time, regardless of how good of a quote or like good of a take it is Max Kellerman. The Martians got the death beam painted at Earth. One shot to save the universe. I want
Oh,
Iguodala.
yeah, it's horrible.
I think that is the
Oh.
best quote, and it's so good.
Dude,
because
how
it
are the
just-
Clippers winning games? Harden is so inefficient.
dude,
I am
he's-
looking
he's
back at these
buckets.
games. Bro, he's 11 for 28 against the Hornets. Let's see this Raptors game. The Raptors games he just won, he's
4-20
10 for
against,
27.
Detroit, but it was only a -1, and they won that game.
He's 10 for 27 last game. Let's see against the Nets. Okay, the Nets, he finally shot decent. He shot under 20. That's probably why they held him back. Let's see this Warriors game. Let's see. What'd you do, James? Oh, he wasn't playing. That's why they won. Oh, nope. Kawhi took his spot. 10 for 25. 0 for 8 from 3. But who popped off when they needed it? Kobe Sanders. 20 points, 9 for 16. I mean, great. This kid might be my new favorite player. Yeah, wow. The Clippers really did pop off, huh? Wow, Kawhi's dropping 45s again. What happened?
No, yeah, he's been balling. They have done.
He's
they actually have
injured
two
now.
Kobe's on the team. Did I just see that correctly?
Wait, Kawhi's. Oh, he hurt it. Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. It is Kawhi Leonard, so it wouldn't be Kawhi Leonard
They
if
have
he
two
didn't get
Kobe's
hurt.
on the team, by the way. They have
Do
Kobe
they?
Brown.
I mean, bro, if you're stacking Kobe's, like, you can't lose. Like,
Yeah,
but I mean, hey,
Kawhi's
good
been
for them.
ridiculous.
They're
Like,
not going to do anything, but like,
They're turning around. They'll make the playoffs.
yeah, that's, Clippers will probably hang a banner for that, That's what they
I mean,
do.
they're still in their first. Time flies, so it's like hard to tell. But like they're still in their first season with Inuit. They need a banner. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they
Western
do.
Conference second place champions.
Western Conference play-in champs.
Dude, I would if I was the Clippers, I'd hang that purely for the fucking memes.
Oh, it'd be
Like,
hilarious.
You would like never live it down, but at the same time, it'd be so fucking funny.
The issue with the Clippers is just your roster's so old. Like,
Oh my god! Like we said, the Lakers last year were a retirement home.
Yeah, these guys are dead ass a retirement home. Like, actually. Like, bro, can they just move to Seattle? We all know Steve Ballmer wants to do it. Just bring back the Supersonics. Your team will actually be respected and loved. Like, I feel like being a Clipper is just, like, terrible.
I genuinely don't know how. Like I get it if a kid is like 18 right now, and again they grew up with like Lob City, I could understand. But like anybody else, I could not understand how somebody 25 plus would be like a Clipper fan.
I don't either, bro. Like, I could see you being a Hornets fan over a Clipper fan. Like, at least LaMelo's got lit TikToks.
Well, and the Hornets, like I could understand being a Hornets fan purely because of their 90s jerseys.
Bro, I could understand being a Hornets fan purely because of their commentator. That guy is electric. That guy is literally electric. Do you hear him when LaMelo hits some crazy? LaMelo! And I'm like, dude, I want the Lakers to have a guy like this.
The Lakers have like good local commentators, but in part because they're not as biased as a lot of the other guys. Like there's so many. Like you watch around the league, some of these guys are so biased, it's insane. But
Bro,
the
give me
Lakers
a.
guys are a little bit, but they also they give credit where credit's due.
I know you'd hate this, but I'd love to hear Chuck and Charles or Chuck and Shaq commentate a game. Oh, I'd
Fuck,
love
man.
it.
Maybe if it was like
You hate them. It's so hilarious.
put them on the fucking the Hornets versus the fucking Nets color commentary and hear them just be like basketball's fucking horrendous for 2.5 hours.
Bro, I would love to I love his Galveston stuff. I need more Galveston women.
You gotta go down there, bro. You gotta see.
I
check
will
it out for
never go.
yourself.
Chuck's ruined it for me. I'm not going to go to San Antonio or Galveston. Those
San
big
Antonio, the Riverwalk is pretty nice. Like,
those big women down there. Dude, that shit
they
is
got a lot
so
of
cool.
Fat woman in San Antonio.
My favorite is when he was huffing churros and Shaq is just dying. Like, what are you doing with your hands?
He's double fit, dude. Ricky Stinky, he's a double dicker.
Oh my god. Oh, it was the air dicker.
Yeah,
Double dickers, why him?
yeah.
Dude, yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's air dicking.
Oh no, he's got two.
That
of them.
movie was also low key good. Like that
Dude, that
movie
movie
is
is
low key
so fun.
funny.
Like, dude, John Cena. We're getting back on movies, I guess, for a second. But John Cena and Blockers, John Cena and Ricky
John
Stenicki.
Cena's hilarious, bro.
He
He
leans
was
into it
not a
so well.
he was not a serious like a good serious actor. Like the Marine and all those movies were
I
awful.
love the Marine. It'll always have a special place in my
But
heart. That was also like
bro,
2008. Mitchell's into fucking WWE. Let's get it.
he's so funny. He's such a good funny. He's like such a good comedy actor. And I think Peacemaker is like shows like he's a legitimately good actor. Like he can play
Yeah,
serious and he can also be funny. And he's legitimately good. Like I can't hate on John Cena. He's good.
he's talented. He's talented.
But all right, guys, we've been going for an hour and a half now. Thanks for enjoying pretty much a movie review today. Like today's been
big movie discussion podcast, whatever.
Star Wars for a heavy majority.
We got into a lot of random movie talk.
Yeah.
Talking actors.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to comment on what you want to hear us talk about next. And yeah,